Hello everybody, I hope you're well. I'm Sean Coakley. I want to say first of all a big thank you to Bella Sima. She contacted me and I got some great feedback from good critique actually about first of all the quality of my videos on this site. They need improving. I totally understand that. I'm still at the early stages of doing these vlogs and I'm hoping they're getting better. So thank you for that criticism. It is positive and I'm going to take that on board. And to those of you that have looked at some of the previous vlogs and have thought the same, I apologise. I'm going to try and get better at it. So Bella's contacted me today and she's thanked me for what I'm doing and what I've done so far, and has brought the point up of social media and how that's affected her with depression. And this one really is dedicated to her, but it's a good point for discussion. I think what needs to come out of perhaps the message is to try and encourage the healthier use of social media. I think it's true to say that most of us go onto social media with a single intention to perhaps check an email or look at an event or perhaps just have a look and see what somebody else is doing. But we often end up on there for hours and hours, or we can end up on there far longer than we intended. It must be also considered that social media was intended in the first instance, or its main objective initially was to connect with others. It's to create a universal place where we can all talk to each other and without the need for having to travel miles and miles. It was supposed to bring us all together, but in actual fact, statistics have shown that what's actually happened is it's caused damage in relationships. We've lost some of that one-to-one connection through our ability or inability to use social media healthfully, and we're often seen compromising that time we should be spending with others on social media. And in doing that, it's been statistically proven that creates a loneliness, which is a sad thing. One other thing that was mentioned was having a smartphone device in front of you when you're at that point of communication. If you're meeting with somebody, for example, a coffee or a meal, and you've got the smart device, that often leads to a loss of quality time. The quality of the conversations usually compromised and lost to that social media, in that we have this awful habit of wanting to pick up the phone and see what's going on in there. So that's another thing that's been proven to be a problem. So it might be an idea that we consider not having those devices with us at the table when we're trying to have quality time with other people. Now back to the idea that loneliness has been a product of too much time on social media. I mean, I was looking back at some statistics, and it's been said that 2 hours plus is that threshold where we go beyond healthy use of social media. We then wander into the problem of possible depression. So the statistics show that the scale of loneliness increases for those using social media as a means of escaping or trying to avoid social interaction. It's also said that it decreases loneliness for those that are using it for the purpose of organising and communicating for a positive benefit, i.e. for the purpose of arranging a meet with friends or going out or whatever, which is interesting. Which brings us to the subject of phubbing. Phubbing is where we lose somebody to scrolling on the phone. So for example, I've certainly experienced it, where you're trying to interact with somebody and they're constantly just staring at the phone and scrolling through. That's what they call phubbing. That is it can be very, very disheartening for somebody that's trying to interact with that individual. So I think all in all, what must be said is that we need to really think about our use of time on social media and what we give away to that time. What do we compromise for spending those hours on social media? I think we're all guilty of it. And I think, for the conversation I had with Bella, I think it's an interesting point to raise. I will create other vlogs on social media. I just thought I'd touch on it just to give us all something to think about. Guys, thank you for watching these. I really appreciate it. I'm getting some great feedback from you. If any of you would like to comment and want to approach me and would like me to discuss anything in particular, please feel free to do so. That's what I'm here for. I'm really enjoying doing these for you. All I ask is if you could subscribe. That's the thing that keeps me alive. So I'm enjoying doing it, and I'll continue to do it as long as I get the support. So thank you so much. And once again, thank you to Bella. Take care. Bye-bye.